guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and do a run with the pure GINYU Force team beating Cell Max. Now, the one thing about this, right, is I'm not used to uploading like, oh, we did this crazy challenge run with items, but this Cell Max fight is actually so hard that, like, it is still impressive just winning with various teams, right? So that's what we're doing right here. We're doing a win with the GINYU Force team. Now, one thing I want to use right away, right? Typically, I don't use support memories and stuff like that. It is actually nuts how much of a buff this support memory gives these GINYU Force units, right? Like, you guys are gonna, like, dude, these rotations of Captain GINYU doing, like, triple 8 million super effective against all types attack stats is just, like, nutty, right? Like, it's just so crazy. He does so much damage. Now, as you guys can see, this run right here is pure GINYU Force. So we're not using, like, one of the Golden Freezes or something like that. I have not tested out how Golden Frieza does in here myself. But I've heard that he does still tank if you've got his passive up, right? And, like, I know my Golden Frieza is built full dodge because he's only there for defensive purposes anyway, so maybe my Golden Frieza could potentially dodge as well. Now, there's a couple of other potential options I could use for the GINYU Force team. I could have used Captain Ginyu's SSR. I think would have potentially worked pretty well. The problem here is Raccoon. Really, like, LR Tech GINYU, LR Physical GINYU, like, they're fine, unless they get super attacked. The thing about the Cell Max fight, though, is that, like, you actually have only a handful of units in the game who could even withstand Cell Max supering, right? Raccoon and Goldo can survive a super attack, although they take, like, you know, 400k damage oftentimes. Burter and Jace can survive a super attack from Cell Max as well, which has happened several times throughout my runs. Captain GINYU cannot. AGL GINYU can't survive a super, but he can very easily tank Cell Max's normals, right? That's usually not an issue, which is about all you can ask for. So really, the only weak link on the team is Physical Raccoon. And I was thinking about, again, either using AGL Captain GINYU's SSR. The other option I was going to bust out was Burter and Jace's SSR. I do have them full dupes, like, completely done. I would just have to get them the SA10, actually rainbow them, and then link level them. I could have. I was thinking about doing it, but literally my first run trying this Cell Max, like, in the tech phase, this was his health when he killed me. So I was like, okay, I don't actually have to do that, because if I had done that, people would have been, well, I mean, of course you got it done because you've got even their SSRs. It's like, so I was like, all right, you know, let me make sure I at least have one of these, you know, GINYU Force TURs on here. I chose Physical Raccoon. Honestly, I probably could have tried out Int Captain GINYU as well. I feel like he potentially could have been good enough. Now, the thing with Physical Raccoon, right? That AoE phase, so with the GINYU Force team, the first two phases are completely inconsequential, like nothing, like we're good, right? We're not dying to the first two phases. Those Cell Maxes can't really do damage to us. But the AoE attacks are really good for building up Raccoon and Goldo and Physical Goldo. Oh, we got a dodge right there, huh? Interesting, okay, yeah, when, you know, the successful run happens, you'll see moments like that. I think Cell Max didn't double super in this run, too, because double supers, it's just not really possible to survive with this team, unless it's, like, Burter and Jace getting double supered and they dodge one, right? Like, that's pretty much it, right? But a lot of these rotations you guys are going to see, like, we're good to go right here. If you guys notice, as much as possible, I'm trying to get same type orbs literally every single turn, because the faster we get the Dokkan attack, the faster we can actually, like, do a lot of damage, although likely the Dokkan attack will be done by either Burter and Jace or Raccoon and Goldo. One of those two units will be getting the Dokkan attack, who are obviously not going to be doing extreme damage like GINYU. Is this one of the turns where, I think this is one of the turns, wow, they actually, okay, Raccoon and Goldo dodged it, but then Burter and Jace ate it, so that kind of resets our luck to 0. Yeah, basically 10 million attack set on this GINYU right here. With the support memory and double support, look at this. Like, when I was doing runs, I would have, like, he did double. He's super effective against all types. He did a double 10 million attack set right there, right? Like, I had runs where he did that like 3 times, and it's just the amount of damage he can GINYU can shave off of Cell Max in 1 second is just crazy. Looking at GINYU tear Cell Max up, type disadvantage, hell yeah, he's better than Pan, by the way. There's literally, I see no discussion. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pan can destroy Broly with type advantage. Oh my god. No way. Dude, GINYU, I think GINYU does better in here than Pan does. And GINYU has type disadvantage, right? Like, if you guys want me to go win with Pan's team, that's not going to be tough. Winning with Pan's team is going to be easier than this was. Because we have way more characters who could actually survive super attacks, I think, on Pan's team than we do here. But, like, dude, GINYU, literally, if he doesn't get it with a super attack, he's doing all the damage for us, even type disadvantage. And, okay, if we transform into Goku GINYU, he builds up dodge. So I could do that, right? After 5 attacks, you'd have a 50% chance to dodge, and we could go for that. Now, what I'm doing right here is, so the way Goku GINYU works is when the turn starts, he has, it's a 50% chance to activate the Scouter if Jace is on the team. So, when you first transform into GINYU, you could do this, where you could transform with GINYU in each slot, which changes the RNG, right? And with the RNG change, you know, you could potentially activate the Scouter or not activate the Scouter, so we could see where the super attacks are, right? So, like, sometimes I was doing that, because it's like, okay, because, you know, we get 2 Senzus, is the only item we got, and, you know, you guys saw, our first turn, I had to pop one of the Senzus immediately. Right, because I can't, physical Raccoon, like, you know, he takes, fully built up with his guard, he's taking 70k per normal. If he's not guarding, he's taking 222k per normal, basically, on a good rotation, right? So we just have to be very, very cautious about these types of things. So here, it's like, what do I do? Do I decide to transform into, I think I do transform into Goku GINYU right here, and then we just let it play out, because I was like, okay, we could heal up. I can save a Senzu, so I still have a Senzu in case of super incredible, like, extreme emergencies, right? And I'm just going to trust that Cell Max is not supering on this turn. Raccoon and Goldo, especially if they super first, and they get, the first attack is not a super, they could eat this fairly well. I believe Cell Max doesn't actually super on this turn, though, which helps us out pretty good. And again, there was a bug. People are freaking out because there's a bug with Cell Max that is going to be fixed. About Cell Max doing his AoE attacks and his super attack and stuff like that. But the way the bug is that Cell Max wouldn't super attack literally the entire fight. So only if you have a fight where he never supered once was any bug activated. And we've been supered repeatedly in this run. So we know we didn't have to worry about that. Honestly, the free-to-play GINYU Force units, just staggering how good they are. Like, physical GINYU takes, like, 60k right here, 70k. Like, dude, I'll take that, like, against Cell Max. Not sure if you guys noticed, but he hits rather hard. So, okay, here's another tough decision. Because here's the thing. Goku GINYU, he loses defense when you go from base GINYU and take Goku's body. Cell Max, remember, has a 550,000 attack stat, and he has type advantage over GINYU, right? But remember, because the GINYU Force were all extreme class units and Cell Max is also extreme class units, we don't need as much defense on extreme class units to tank Cell Max, right? So Namek Goku needs more defense to tank than Captain GINYU does, or something like that, because of the fact that Namek Goku, although that's a bad comparison since Namek Goku's type advantage and GINYU's type disadvantage, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Super class versus extreme class, all that type of stuff. So I'm just sort of trying to go over things in my head. Do I trust Raccoon? Right, like, this took, this was like 2 hours of attempts or something like that. Again, my first run was, it always works that way. The first run is so good, and then you end up into a pit of misery where Cell Max is double supering every single turn. But I know Raccoon is going to take about 222k if he's not guarding. Goku GINYU probably will take a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough for us to die. So I'm basically just, like, counting on hopefully Birder and Jace dodging the super attack. Basically, what we need to have happen on this turn is to not eat the super with Birder and Jace, or else we're probably dead at that point. Because Raccoon, even if he is guarding, is only taking, he takes 70k, I think. And then I believe Goku Ginyu on this turn does take about 70k per normal, but we're still able to make it through. Remember, the thing too with Ginyu, and then specifically Berter and Jace and Raccoon and Goldo, is their links. The free-to-play characters do not have these links, so we would have higher defense if I had Goku Ginyu linked up with Berter and Jace, but I couldn't. And look, Raccoon didn't guard, which means he would have taken 200k per normal in the last slot. Oh, we only got 2 attacks from Goku Ginyu too right there. I wonder if this friend Goku Ginyu is built up mostly crit instead of additional. That might be why. But there we go. We got the victory. I really do like this Cell Max fight. No restrictions, right, means they could make him just so ridiculously tough. And it's kind of, I think, okay they made him this hard because, you know, no stamina requirements, no daily limits, nothing like that. So it's just a playground. So we got it done with the Ginyu Force team. Let me know if there's another team you guys want to see me beat it with. I mean, I could try and beat it with all the 200% teams, right? There's various teams that could be fun. You know, I saw a lot of people are enjoying beating it with, like, double Namek Goku teams, which will work well since Namek Goku is such a strong unit for this fight. But, yeah, there is the Ginyu Force. I mean, you guys can see, dude, Captain Ginyu at full power is just so stupid. Like, when we're popping, the support memory gives you so much extra firepower, right? The no item run is so much harder when you don't have that support memory giving all these characters like a bajillion extra stats across the board. It's insane how stronger these characters are with the support memory. Is absolutely nuts to me. So there we go. And again, I could have busted out Berter and Jace's SSR. If I had struggled a little bit more, I probably would have done that. Because they still have a high chance to dodge Berter and Jace's SSR does. And they're still supporting. They would have been really helpful here instead of physical Raccoon. But let me know what you guys think. Full Ginyu Force team has still got it, baby. Ginyu's the best TUR. I don't care. He is. He's too good. Too damn good.